Alright, good morning, good morning. Just want to check on the shit that we were looking at last week and see how it's starting out its day. Go EV pretty much right where it left off. Not much change at all from where it closed. Still expecting quite a bit from this week. Obviously, I already showed you guys it made me quite a bit in gains with the meager amount of money I was working with, but still one to keep your eyes on. And sorry if you hear the music in the background. Anyone with a PlayStation, Predator Hunting Grounds is a free game this month, and it just came out in May. The only reason I didn't pay for it was because it was only out for PlayStation 4, and I'm on PlayStation 5, and it said there might be complications, so I wasn't going to pay for it and risk that happening, but this month it is free, and it is a fucking awesome game. So I'll leave it at that. It's free. If you got a PlayStation, fucking get it. It's awesome. It's worth the free fucking price you're gonna have to pay for it. I mean, it's a free game, and you can just add it to your library. You don't have to download it immediately. Have it take up space. And it'll be there as long as you have PlayStation Plus. So anyway, back to this. Our walk again. Another one talking about this is just going to be a great thing for probably the next couple weeks to make money on and off in. I just see it doing this a lot, just having these little waves. And if you can hold it, if you can get in somewhere around, here. I mean, it's not going to depend on what it does today. If it takes off and goes up like over $3 or something, it may start basing lower around like 250, somewhere between 2 and 250. We'll see, but heading in the right direction thus far. So I'm not mad at that. Marin kind of, doing its thing, but it's another one I'm expecting another week of volatility in it. Some nice moves. Looks like it's just going to continue heading upward. Hopefully. That's the trend it seems to be following. I'm still in it. Still holding in position till the 15th of October. OPAD, another one that I think is going to be doing good this week. I actually think this may have a bigger jump up this week. I think it's going to head back towards like $13 by the end of the week at some point. I'm not saying it's going to like gradually go up there. It's going to fucking, hit it and keep going. Anytime this week, I'm pretty sure we're going to be peaking at 13 again. Maybe. Could be wrong. I only have one position in it. Nothing fancy, nothing big. I think that one's out to the 15th also. I think this is one of those. Yeah, the 15th is 15th of November. That's on a monthly basis, so worth holding on to, in my opinion, for the 15th. Even if it doesn't hit this week, you got plenty of time for it to go up. BBIG, so this thing is fucking, it's not making sense that it's taking this long. Like, it's been weeks. It's been like weeks now since it's been up towards 12. This is insane, but I told you if I felt like this is coming. Like, this has to be making a move back up there. It has to. It's so fucking shorted. It's so shorted. Yeah, everybody knows that the short interest on this thing that it's showing is not even fucking remotely close. There's just no goddamn way. There's no fucking way. So I see this maybe, hopefully, after having two kind of shitty weeks, maybe this will be the week. That's the way these things seem to be going. These shorted stocks usually have these mediocre 10 days, like 10 to 12 trading days that are just mediocre or moving down, not real, opportunity. Like, you had some opportunity to make a little bit of money here, but nothing big. And then, like, in that third week, by the end of it, or maybe after 3 weeks and into the fourth week, the next trading week, it's on this weird little cycle. All of them. Fucking all of them. And it just has an explosion. I don't know if this is going to run back up to 12. I think last time I talked about it, I said I'm pretty sure I feel like 10. It should make a break towards 10 this week. A realistic break. May hit it a couple times. May hit it and go back down, kind of like it did with 12. Hit it and go back down. We'll see. But so far looking good in the early morning hours. I'm really, really, really hoping this one takes off. This one has cost me so much money the past couple weeks. It just has. It made me like over 400 that day that I lost 400. And just since then, it has just bit me in the ass every fucking time I put money into it. So, yeah, just decided to look at the historical and wait till it got back down around whatever this was, 675. Roughly, I was actually wondering if it was going to go back down to like 550, which it did, get real close to it. And that was right around where I got in between 550 and 6. So hopefully this thing fucking takes off and make me a very, very happy boy. Charge point, like I said, this was one to keep an eye on. I was invested in it way the fuck back here, well before AMC, well before all that shit, back in March and April when it was making moves. And I got in a little bit here, and I think I got out here and didn't touch it again because I had actually lost money. I was moving up, I took some profits, opened up a new fucking position up here, and then it just like started tanking. And then I was like, okay, well, I'll wait, and start going back up. I got a new position here, and then it fucking tanked again, and I was like, nope, I'm done. I'm not even going to wait for the third strike. So just watching it, seeing what it's been doing. 1920 is a range I've been waiting for it to get down to, in between 19 and 20. And it did that last week, and I opened a new position. And I am anticipating, I'm not saying it's going to go back up to 36, but at least a move up towards fucking probably 25 over the course of the next 2 weeks. It may explode, though. Another very, very heavily shorted stock, and we're getting to that time in the market that it's just that time where these things that haven't been doing well, like for 2 weeks and a couple days, they usually have an explosive week after that 10 to 12 day trading days of just being flat and very few opportunities to make money. There is usually just gigantic, stupid, ugly moves that happen. QS, yeah, still sitting about where it cruised out on Friday at, and did run up a little bit. Was that today? Yeah, it was. Right when it opened, ran up a bit. Another one I still think is going to be rocking and rolling. It's just, stepping up, following the trend. It's already made me money, so I have one position, I think, that I'm just chilling on to see if it's going to break and do anything else. I'm a little skeptical, just because that's a lot of good movement. And a week, it's a lot of good movement. So it's either going to continue this trend. I mean, there's a lot of great news about it. I'm big on the EV sector. I'm, everything EV, batteries, everything, all that charge point, all that shit. Real big on EV. EV is the future. Even getting in long positions now. I mean, long, like year or years out, or buying stock now, whatever, is, in my opinion, a very, very solid investment. But I have not taken any long positions yet. I'm going to wait till the turn of this year because I still don't trust the country defaulting, them fucking with this. It's just a very, very bad year for long-term investments. There's so much blatant fuckery in the market right now. Just so much in your face, middle finger, fuck you, we'll do what we want to do, sanction me type shit. And I'm not fucking with it. Like I said, I'm just going to try to win with them where I can. Take my money this year where I can. Hopefully shit falls into place and certain things blow up like they should. But after witnessing AMC, GME, all that shit this year, I'm nobody's fucking fool. You're not gonna walk me around with a collar and a fucking leash and be like, here, pee here, and go poop here. Yeah, fuck you. Yeah, you can kiss my ass. You're not my master. I ain't a slave to none of that shit. I will win with it. I will be in and out of these fucking short squeeze plays. It's absolutely asinine to hold long positions unless you got in low. Unless you got in low where it's not going back down there anymore. If you're opening up new positions in a lot of these short plays, especially when they have their runs up and you don't wait for it to come back down, you are foolish. And that's the trend. Fucking prove me wrong. Tell me I'm wrong. Because it's just the theme. The shit runs up and then people buy more. It's what I did in AMC. It's exactly what I did. It's what fucked me. It's what took all of my money. I fucking, instead of taking my money and being happy and content, I let people convince me that this was it. This is coming. It's about to blow up. You know, I averaged up. I bought more stocks. I pushed more positions out into July, into fucking July, favorite month for AMC, and got my ass handed to me by not trusting my instinct, by not trusting what is on the charts, by not looking at the data myself and coming to my own conclusion about what this is and what's going on. And I encourage everyone to do the same. Like I said, if you're holding long, like out till next year, you know, that's your thing, especially if you got in early in the 30s, like low 30s or below. I personally don't think, and this is all speculation. I don't think that AMC ever really goes back down under 30. Not if they continue. Not if they continue doing what they're doing, changing the dynamic of the company, making it more youthful and friendly to a generation that is beneath the majority of us. Pat Marin keeps listening to the investors, doing what they want, starting to accept crypto, all that other bullshit that needs to be done to change the dynamic of this company, especially if they do end up partnering with GameStop for whatever reason. I don't think that AMC will ever see the 20s again. And again, speculation. Pure fucking speculation. But the thing's basically done everything I've said that I think it's going to do. It's pretty much done that. And that's not to say that everyone won't just completely sell out, but I think once this thing legs up again, once it legs up another step, maybe to 90 or 100, if that's where it even goes. Again, speculation. If that's where it runs up to, or higher, I don't think you're going to see AMC in the 30s ever again. I just don't. Even if people sell off, I think more people are going to be inclined to keep a lot of their shares. Just because I think most of retail has become hip to options contracts, and that they are significantly beneficial if you want to see huge gains. And I think more people are going to be holding their shares. I'm sure they'll sell some, but I think a lot of people are starting to gear more towards options, which you still need to buy shares. You still have to buy shares. The price still has to be, affected by buying stock, but I just don't even think that matters at this point. It's like I said, they're doing what they want to do with it. It's going to be their show. Doesn't matter what you buy or what you sell. It'll go up when they let it go up. That's just where I am with that shit. And EAR, that's the other one that has the insurance fraud lawsuit going on or whatever. This is just the one that I jumped in because why the fuck not? Another catapult situation. I mean, exactly like catapult. Just ran down. I mean, this is almost on the exact fucking time frame as catapult, where it started getting significantly shorted and then just gradually ran down. And then one day there's a gigantic fucking drop, just a big drop from 22 down to fucking whatever it was. Where did it go down to 11? So by half. Roughly half. I mean, no, technically it went down to 10, so I don't know, 11, 12 bucks. Same thing Catapult did. Catapult went from like 10 bucks down to fucking like 2 or 3. Almost the exact same fucking thing. And I mean, it would be stupid to just not, this is a gamble. Of course, this is a gamble, but it's one you should be able to afford to make. They're on a monthly shit like Catapult was. I don't know if Catapult still is. I think they took Catapult to a weekly now. Actually, let me see. Let's see what Catapult's doing while we're here, I guess. Nope, they still got Catapult on monthly. God, what the fuck is up with Weeble? How is that even remotely close to helpful for me. What the fuck is up with that zoomed in shit? That's craziness. Oh yeah, this is one that doesn't trade in like the early morning shit. That's right. Um, but either way, you know, I still think that EAR is going to be another catapult situation where you got this chance to get in on a real low price, and they're going to have to return some shit. They're just going to make a bunch of money off this move. They're going to keep this bad boy down. And while they got this news out of insurance fraud and all that, they're just going to rape this thing. They're just going to fucking make a shitload of money off quick closes and short positions. And, you know, you'll just have to get in and get out and get in and get out. That's it. You're going to have opportunities to catch some rises and then get out. Wait for it to drop back down. Get back in. Same thing. Like I said, doing catapult. Same fucking thing. And then if you get in a scenario where you see some retail really pouring in, it starts basing at higher fucking prices, then, you know, maybe you can start grabbing some long contracts and sitting on it and keeping your fingers crossed that no one gives a fuck about the insurance fraud. Like I said, that shit doesn't matter anymore. Retail has turned a new dynamic in the market, and that is we don't give a fuck about your fundamentals. Literally. We'll buy whatever the fuck we want, and we'll skyrocket the price, and you can kiss my ass. It's no different than you getting together inside, and you're going to tank the fucking price and make a bunch of money off it for no fucking reason. No fundamental reason. There is none. There is no fucking reason to be shorting Amazon and AMD and all that shit like they are right now. None. Thriving fucking companies, and they're shorting the shit out of them. No. I mean, what more do you want? So retail is the counter to that. There has to be balance everywhere. There has to be. And eventually it comes, whether you expect it or not. Shit will balance itself. It will. Even if it takes 100 years, shit will fucking balance itself. And a lot of times, more often than not, tip the scales for a while in the other side's favor before it really balances itself. So I think there's a lot of good shit coming. SPY, again, hit that fucking 100-day moving average, bounced right off that bitch, and I think, as provided nothing crazy happens in the market, I think the SPY is going to continue a run, continue moving upward. I think that was really what made people pull their money out to begin with, was, you know, the concern over what's going on with the deficit and all that bullshit. But I think it's going to continue an upward trajectory like it has been. You just got to follow the fucking trend, man. That's it. That's all. Just look at us all year. All year ain't done shit. It's been the safest fucking bet. Literally. The safest long-term bet you could make has been the SPY all year. You could just bought fucking contracts out like 6 months and made a bunch of money. A bunch. They're not cheap by no means, but they're not super expensive. Like, and it doesn't move a lot. I know that, like, it looks like this is a lot, but it really doesn't move a whole lot. It's not like big ridiculous gains that you'll see, but over the course of a month, if you left it in there, I like to play it on a 2-week basis, especially from when it hits a low. And I'll try to get out in like a week or two, no more than 2 weeks, because this is what it follows. It follows a little up and then a down, a little up and then a down, a little up and then a down, but it's real easy to follow. The pattern is self-explanatory here, and this was just the scary moment where, I mean, I even said that. I said it back here. I was like, I really feel like this thing it's just so due for a dip, for a drop-off. And that's the biggest dip it's taken all year. So, you know, like I said, very, very safe bet, in my opinion. Just based off what I've seen, I've done nothing but make money in SPY. Not a lot of it, because I can't really afford a lot of it. But, contract. Let's go. Yeah, this just sits on like 2-day intervals. So let's just go to the 11th. So October 11th. Yeah, you can get like 450, anywhere between 450 and 460 goes $15 tops for a contract. Which, I mean, that's not gonna, if you got that contract, you're not gonna net a lot of return. It doesn't jump up by a lot. Your safest bet is to get, close to the money. $100, $200 contract would be the safest bet, somewhere between there, where you're going to actually see a little bit of gains in the next 2 weeks, worth making that play. But if you have a small portfolio, I mean, you buy a $40 contract or something and you make $20 on it or something in 2 weeks, that's a good return. That shouldn't be your only play, obviously, but it's a safe play. And I think the SPY is back on track. I believe it looks like it is. Looks like it's about to continue its pattern. I'm really hoping it gets just this this influx of the people that sold out coming back in, and it pops right back up here. Just a quick movement, something like a little bar like that or something. Just come on in and just push it up a bit, give it a nice quick boost. But we'll see. Then we got old Joby. This is just a personal one. Like I said, I invested in this a while ago when it first hit back in August. Yeah, and I got out way too early. I got in, like, right when it opened. I got in, lost money, and then it went up, and I made money, and I got out, and then just decided to watch it, and then it fucking ran from 10 to like 14. Like, Jesus, I shouldn't have done that, but it was a good thing I did. I got out, made money, didn't get greedy, because had I got back in, or had I sat there and got encapsulated in this, oh, look at it run, it's going, and then shorted the fuck out of it. But again, another one, super duper fucking shorted. Super shorted, and it's just coming off another short cycle. I'm hoping to catch a little rip. I just feel like there should, like one of these little guys, I'm hoping there's going to be a little rip in the next 2 weeks. So I'm still pretty bullish on Joby. In the long run, I'm bullish on Joby either way. I still think that it's a great aviation company, and I think that in the long term, this may be something that I end up actually investing in when I actually have money that I can invest in instead of having to trade all the time. But yeah, those are the plays we went over and I dropped last week. Actually, I think IRNT had a fucking nice little run. Yeah, it did. Obviously not now, but it did at the end of the day. It fucking had a nice little run after they got killed. It just fucking ran, though. Just kept running. It's another one, like I said, just, let me see if contracts have gone down. October 1st. Contracts have gone down, actually, quite a bit. Quite a bit. This may be playable again. I might talk about it more later. I gotta look at some shit into it, but there's that. Just a early morning check on the shit that we talked about and I invested in last week, and still am holding some positions heading into this week. I'll start looking for some new shit here in a couple hours, probably around 7. Let this thing run a little bit and see what things are doing. If anything's looking real froggy, I will do my best to bring it to your all's attention as soon as possible, at least before the bell. I am out.